Hi, my name is Jade, and today I want to show you how to do the cross illustration. Have you ever tried to share the gospel with someone, with a little kid, and not quite sure how to do it effectively and quickly? Well, this is a tangible way that you can use that to share the gospel with a little kid. I was able to do this for 7 weeks, every day, multiple times a day, on my missions trip 2 summers ago. And it has stuck with me ever since, and it's something that I love to teach people and love to use if the opportunity comes up in everyday life. It is easy, but yet it is very important because we are called here on this earth to share the gospel, and if we don't know how to do that effectively, then what's our mission here on earth? So the only thing you need for this is one piece of paper, and today I chose orange paper just so you guys can see it a little bit easier and it makes more sense to you guys. The first thing you need to do is fold it so it's like a sailboat. You're going to fold it down and make sure the creases are tight. Sometimes we tell a story during this part, sometimes we don't, so it all depends on time. Today I'm not going to, just for time's sakes. After you fold it like a sailboat, you're going to fold this corner down to make it look like a house. Again, make sure they're all tight and straight. And then fold it like an airplane. Fold them together, and then fold the wings down. The most important part is making sure it lines up as straight as possible so that when you rip it, it actually comes out like a cross and doesn't look funny. Now you're going to rip it straight down the middle. Ripping it as straight as possible will be the most important part. This is the only hard part about this project, and so as long as you can get through the thick part of the paper, you will be good. Now that you have these pieces out, you often try and let the kid pick out the cross. And it's always one of the bigger pieces, and this is the cross. Then you need to begin to tell the child about sin and why Christ came on the earth to die for us. You can spell out the word sin with these pieces. You just have to look around until you find the right pieces. And you explain that, you ask them if they know what sin is and ask them if they've done anything wrong. And then you explain how sin is something that we all struggle with, but that there is a way to overcome that. And once you spell sin, you can then explain that, you can explain the crucifixion story, and you're going to take the pieces from the S and put the cross into the ground and say how this was the way that they punished people and this was the way that Christ died for us. You can show how they put the King of the Jews sign on his head and how they pierced his side and gambled for his clothing. And then one of the most important parts is how there were 2 prisoners, and after Christ had talked to them, one decided to turn to Christ and follow him. And then you need to explain how we have the option to follow Christ or not. And if we do not want to follow Christ, then we will be punished by living eternity in hell. And with that, we will be eternally apart from God and not be able to live with him. But if you do choose to follow Christ and you believe in what he did on the cross for you, we will have eternal life. And this is where you need to start to be honest with the kids and explain that Jesus did this because he loved us, and this is why he came, this is why God sent him to the earth. And then you need to proceed to ask them if they believe in what Christ did for him and did for them, and if they would like to believe in that and follow Christ every day of their life. And if so, then you pray with them and help them accept Christ, and then you write their name on the cross and give it to them. That way they have a tangible daily reminder that they made this decision to follow Christ. And you, as a person that led them to Christ, needs to pray for them daily. As I said, this is a very easy yet tangible and effective way to share the gospel, and I hope that it has blessed you or encouraged you in some way to step out and share your faith. And I pray that you would just remember it and use it when you can and just see how God uses you. Thank you for your time.